Yes, it's official. NASCAR race cars will be in the next and final Gran Turismo game for current gen. In the game that's coming out next month in December, Gran Turismo sits in this trailer that Sony put out today and PlayStation. This is actually the European trailer, waiting for the American one to come out, but there's really not much of a difference besides the intro. So yeah, in the trailer out today, near the end of the video, you will see the NASCAR Sprint Cup Generation 6 race cars racing around Daytona. Sad thing is, it looks like it's going to be the same amount of cars, like 8 to 12 race cars, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. The link to the trailer is in the description down below. So we're going to try to break down what cars have been confirmed thanks to this trailer, and we're going to try to speculate what other kind of cars we might see in the game. So let's get started. Alright, so we're going to speed up this portion real quick. I'm first going to play through the segment where the Sprint Cup cars come up with sound, and then we're going to try to break it down piece by piece to see who is in and who is not. Here is the first frame in which the Sprint Cup cars come in at Daytona, and here we go. And how about that? What was that, like maybe 11 seconds? There you go, December 6th, 2013. Pre-order your copy of Gran Turismo 6 now. Alright, so let's get started with the breakdown. In the first frame, you can see Tony Stewart's, I was going to say Stuart Tony's, but Tony Stewart's Bass Pro Shops Mobile 1 car coming to the frame right here. And you also see what seems to be a fictional, I want to say Norm Benning. I can't really see what number that is underneath the headlight, but next to that car you can see Jeff Gordon's AARP. In front of that, I want to say that's Carl Edwards' 99 Fastenal. And let's go ahead a few frames here. And right there you can see Denny Hamlin's FedEx Express car. Beautiful. Finally, we did the nighttime here at Daytona. There you see Kyle Busch, and I want to say Eric Almirola. In this frame, there's Kenseth, then it's Edwards, Montoya, Gordon, Earnhardt Jr., Stewart, Hamlin, Busch, I want to say Almirola, maybe Stenhouse, then Johnson in the back of the pack. Not something that you always see, but it is Gran Turismo, not the most realistic thing when it's coming to NASCAR. So I'm going to try to do a few screenshots right here, then try to piece out the puzzle. But if you saw from that slow-mo right there, I think it's pretty much self-explanatory as far as the paint schemes go, but we'll go ahead and freeze frame it right here and try to put them together. Now, at first I thought this was Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s Zest paint scheme, but as you can see, there aren't any Ricky stripes on the back of this car. And in the next frame, you can see that on the top of the car, you can kind of spell out the 43 upside down. It's kind of blurry, but you can kind of see it. Also, on the back bumper of this car, there is the green, which is the same that Almirola has on the back bumper of his for his farmland paint scheme, and Stenhouse does not have that at all. And in this one, here's the front of the pack. You can see Carl Edwards right there in the front, next to Juan Pablo Montoya. In the back, you see Jeff Gordon. You can clearly see by the signature yellow numbers, that's his AARP paint scheme. At first, I thought on the outside that was Mark Martin or maybe Brian Vickers, but no, that's Dale Earnhardt Jr., of course, what I was speaking about earlier. History says that Sony wants to keep the same numbers, or maybe for copyright issues or whatever. They're going to keep the same numbers. Doesn't matter if it's been different drivers, and obviously there's no 83 or Team Red Bull now, so they can't put in like a Brian Vickers or Casey Kane because there is no team. So there's Junior, and right behind there you can see, or actually right next to Junior, you can see Tony Stewart's Bass Pro Shops car. Moving on behind them, behind Junior right there on the high side, you can see Denny Hamlin's FedEx Express Camry, and then right behind Tony Stewart you can see Kyle Busch's 18 M&Ms. Then, just like what we were talking about a little bit earlier about Eric Almirola, behind the 18 you can see Eric Almirola and his farmland Ford Fusion behind the 18 of Kyle Busch. Great humor by the guys at Sony. to put Jimmy Johnson far behind the field. As you can see, the 2 stripes right there going across his car, and Jimmy Johnson was in GT5, so it only made sense that he'd be in this game. This looks to be more like his 2012 Lowe's car than his 2013 one. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just light, maybe it's just a rendering of the trailer, but the car looks more blue than black. Or you know what, maybe no, maybe Sony did do this on purpose, because look at who's far ahead of the field. That is Matt Kenseth in his number 20 Dollar General car. I mean, at least we're expecting it to be Matt Kenseth. He wasn't in GT5 because at the time that the game came out in 2010, his sponsor was Crown Royal, and of course, this game being rated E, they could not put his sponsor Crown Royal in the car. Maybe they're just having some fun about the chase. I don't know, because I mean, Kenseth and Johnson are going at it right now for the Sprint Cup, 2 races to go, and it seems kind of odd that Kenseth would be far ahead and Johnson would be far behind the field. Illuminati. Anyways, what's your favorite car in the game so far? It doesn't have to be necessarily NASCAR, but what's your favorite car so far? I've got to say the Stingray looks really, really good. I've been looking at the screenshots. Also, Daytona looks pretty nice. Bathurst looks good as well. It's good to see that track back in a Gran Turismo game. Anyways, remember guys, leave your comments down below. The link to the trailer is in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys again next time.